Everybody, Joleen Lunzer!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Joleen Lunzer. I'm a stand-up comedian, pop culture junkie, and we are going to be talking all about the long-awaited, I think that's what it is, yeah, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, cross-examination of Amber Heard by Camille Vasquez, Johnny Depp's attorney. All right. Make sure you guys smash that like. Let's set a like goal for, let's get crazy, 300 likes. Let's try to get there. If you want to support the channel, Super Chat's a great way to do it while I'm live. There's also a super thanks option after the video posts. I have links below to all my social media, Venmo, Cash App, Patreon, all that stuff. You guys know the deal with the YouTubes, okay? We have to say the things, and that's just how it goes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Please, please, please share out the stream with your friends who are into this trial. And right now, I think that is most of the world. This is a very watched trial, and I have been covering it. Again, I find the funny. I look at it from a comedic standpoint. So not everything, you know, if you're looking for LawTube, there are great LawTubers. Emily D. Baker, Legal Bites, so many great people. Me, I may not always have the facts, but I try to find the funny, all right? And some of this stuff is some serious shiz, and it's hard to find funny in, but sometimes it's okay to get a little silly so that we all stay sane, okay? We all on the same page? Cool, cool, cool. Welcome your first time here, Turtle Dove. I hope you enjoy yourself enough to hit that subscribe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Yeah. All right. I have some videos. I have some screenshots. We got to talk. We also have to talk about love connections. I do talk about, you know, things that I think are happening inside the courtroom. So let's get right to it. Today, Amber Heard testified. We waited a week while Judge Penny got a perm. She scheduled a tight perm. And, you know, before this trial, before she was scheduled, she was like, hey, we got to get a week off though, because I got a perm. And you guys, you've watched Legally Blonde. You know the rules with perms. You know, they stink for a week. You can't get them wet. And she couldn't take the risk. So we had to take a week off for that, or she had some kind of judge meetings, okay? So Judge Penny's back. Amber Heard is back, all right? Camille is back. Elaine is back. So Elaine starts in with what we left off with a week ago, you know, before our week break, or 2 weeks ago now, where she's, you know, talking to, you know, Amber Heard, because that's what you do when you're on the stand, lawyer talk, you know, so she's examining her and she's asking her all kinds of questions. And Amber Heard tells, you know, more about the relationship with Johnny, the sobriety, the times of the, you know, there was some talk. I will be looking at my phone because I did actually take some notes because there was some good stuff. Okay. So if you were thinking about going to bed right now, now is not the time to go to bed. Okay, because this was a good cross. But before we get to the cross, we got a little bit of the Elaine stuff. Okay, Elaine had a stellar night, or stellar day, I should say. Oh my God, Elaine, who is Amber Heard's attorney, could not remember to turn her microphone on. Okay, so Judge Penny's like, Elaine, I can't hear you. Can't hear you, Elaine. Elaine's like, she's like, I can't, you have to turn the mic on, Elaine. Elaine's like, God damn it. You know, and then she's got her mic. I need an Elaine filter. Let me see if I have a filter here that we could do an Elaine. I don't think I have an Elaine. I'll find one, you guys, on my little filter thing, but we'll just say maybe this isn't going to be a good Elaine. No, it's not a good Elaine. Okay. It doesn't matter. We can find something. Let's pretend this is Elaine. Okay. Elaine's on Euphoria. Elaine's like, and then Penny's like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You get to turn on your mic. And Elaine's like, what? And it was like boomer technical problems on high alert. You know, I podcast with my mom if you're new to my channel, and I love my mom. She's the best ever, but she's got boomer technical problems 24/7. And that's what Elaine had today. It was just, she was booming out. Okay. So, constantly she wants to talk or object. We'll get to that a little bit later. So we might have a couple of Elaine impressions. But while we're finishing up on her examination of Amber Heard, Amber talks about when Johnny got sober. He got sober. And, from the opiates and the cocaine, lots of cocaine talk. So much cocaine. There's all the cocaine. It just like flew up in their nose. It's Hollywood. Okay. And babies. They were talking babies. They were talking farms. Sobriety will make you do that stuff. I have been sober now for 10 years and I have both wanted a farm only to raise ducks. I don't know, something about ducks and babies. Okay. So I do believe that I believe that part of her testimony, because I too, as a now sober person, have wanted those things. She mentioned something about Johnny Depp telling her that, she's going to end up selling Depends, which isn't necessarily a knock. Okay. It isn't necessarily a bad thing, because Lisa Rinna, if you watch a lot of pop culture stuff and you watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna, who's sometimes an actress, but mostly a Depends spokesperson, makes buku skrilla. Okay. Doing that stuff. So don't knock it until you try it. Also, Amber Heard, you are getting into the poise pad years of your life. And I can say that as a woman in the poise pad, urinary incontinence. It happens to the best of us, even those of us who don't have babies, but talk to a woman who has pushed something out of her baby door. She is pissing her pants, most likely. That is just part of, unfortunately, the plight of women. Okay. Yay, feminism. I don't know. So don't knock it until you try it. Don't knock it until you can make money off it. All right. So he said she'll be selling Depends, but you can make a lot of money selling Depends. All right. And then we had some talk about, Aquaman and Elaineisms. Elaineisms are like the best thing. Okay. Because she says things like, who can you tell the room, the jury? They're like, Elaine, turn your mic on. Sorry. Elaine, it's still not on. Elaine, can Michelle, what's her name? Can she help me? And then the researcher, I think her name is Michelle, put it in the chat. I always forget. See, she's so underappreciated. Okay. Yeah. And we have a grumpy situation, like Terry's saying in the chat. So if there's shit in the bed, both of these people could now sell Depends, because they are now always going to be tied into, defecation and defamation. Okay. So here we go. It's fine. Do what you got to do for the money. All right. So Elaine is, okay. Amber. So you were in that, Aqua movie. Let me, exhibit. I'm going to pull up exhibit 2255C on the docket. Is that, objection, Your Honor? Hearsay? It's not hearsay. We actually have this. Okay. So let's pull it up here. Amber, you were in a movie about fish. Were you in a marine biology movie? No, it's a movie about it's a woman. She is she's a very strong woman. It's a great character. Then I was in Justice League, which is an action hero movie. Talk to the jury action movie. DC, Marvel, I don't know. I don't read those, but yeah. And then they cut me out of the script. And then we had, Camille. Camille was just coming in. She was like,
false speculation.
She's like, I'm not speculating. That's what they said.
Objection, hearsay. Her communications are hearsay.
And she's like, oh, okay. So my communications are hearsay. Okay, cool. And Elaine's like, when you were in this Aqua douche movie, what were you, what was your role technically? Were you an Aqua mate? Were you you were an Aquanaut? I got some grandkids that watch the Aquanauts or something, or the Aquemini. Is that an Outcast album? Okay, yeah. See, Elaine's cool. So you were his mate, Jason Mimosa. You were Jason Mimosa's mate, and she's like, yeah, I was more than that, but they didn't want me to be in the movie. I had to fight really hard to be in the movie. I had to fight. They did not want me. They didn't want me. And then Elaine is just, okay. And then, Camille's coming in with
objection, non-responsive.
She's like, I am responding. I'm responding very well, actually, And so Elaine so you were his mate? Yes, Elaine. Yes, Elaine. They were mates. They had intercourses. They were mates in the movie. That is what we're going to say. Okay. Not maybe leading lady, not co-star. You were the fish's mate. Is that what this says? Michelle, what does this say? Can you blow up the screen? Can you do the dingy wingy? No, Elaine, your mic's not on. Oh, Michelle, can you turn my mic on? I'm just gonna yell. I'm just gonna yell now. Just gonna yell. Okay. All right. Cool. And then we learned that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp had a safe word, and it wasn't like a sexual safe word. It was like a truce safe word, which I always thought you could just say truce. If I'm in a fight with my husband, I'm just like, truce, can we be done? If we're in an argument or something. Oh, me and my husband do have something. We say same page. Like if we're being silly and we're just kind of like talking, sometimes you get annoyed with your spouse or significant other, and then you just want to get back to the point where you guys are like connected with each other. We say same page. That is something we say. But Johnny Depp and Amber Heard say couch. This is a Hollywood relationship. It makes no sense. Okay. It makes no sense. This relationship. It never has from the start. It's never made any sense. Okay. So, couch. She's like, we said couch, as like a way to come back together when we were fighting. We would say couch. Excuse me. I have to take a drink of my pink drink. It's Crystal Light. I know a lot of you were trying to say I was doing cocaine, and you probably think this is a vodka. It's not. I've only done cocaine once, and that was when I inhaled really. I took a deep breath, and Johnny had so much cocaine around the house that it just flew up in my nose, and I didn't even know I was doing cocaine. Before you know it, I was coked out because he left lines, because in this testimony, Amber Heard was like, Camille later, and we're going to jump around a little, but Camille later was like, this looks like the staged pictures. They're basically accusing Amber Heard of staging pictures that she would send to her ex-friend Rocky, who she may or may not have allegedly hit at a Whole Foods before Thanksgiving. It's a lot. It's a lot to digest. Okay. And so she was just showing us pictures, because you have that infamous kitchen table picture at the Orange Apartment Street where it's like a brown drink, you got some scissor. Hello, Tilly. My cat is here. You got some scissor. You got some lines of Coke. You got a pretty clean ashtray for a chain smoker like Johnny Depp, who seems to be always smoking. And, so I feel as though Amber Heard was like, there's just there was cocaine everywhere. And so I would walk around the penthouse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Orange. I would walk down Sweetser, and I would breathe normally, because I'm like, I'm a very healthy person, and I take deep breaths. I like to do yoga and LA stuff and drink green juice, and and then the cocaine would go in my nose, because Johnny would be passed out with ice cream on his lap, just usually Rocky Road. He and then when he was really high, he liked bubble gum, and he would just let it melt on his crotch. It was a fetish. We don't know if that could have been some kind of weird fetish or something. The ice cream I would never let ice cream melt. Me personally, Joleen Lunzer, I would never let ice cream melt on my lap, because I'm not super LA, so I eat the ice cream. But I can see that, that would happen to an LA actor. They're not supposed to eat that kind of stuff. So he was like, I'm gonna sleep it off. I once saw an interview with Gwen Stefani, and I also heard the interview, and she said basically, being in Hollywood and being a woman performer in Hollywood, and in the entertainment business, you are just always starving. That's what I think Julianne Moore said the same thing. Okay. So, there you go. All right. So, we had that happening. Let's see, what else did she say? Oh, then Elaine, another Elaineism was like, you tweeted, because, they were pulling up Amber's tweets and such. And this is when Elaine said, can you, and they're like, Elaine, you got to turn your mic on. You get, honey, turn your mic on. And Elaine's like, what is a mic? What is happening? Elaine's getting big mad now. Okay. And so she turned her mic on finally. And then she go, Amber, can you explain to the jury what the tweeter is and how you tweet and how you twat and how you tweet and what the people want when you're on Twitter? Can you explain what a tweet, a Twitter is for those that aren't social media oriented? Social media oriented, Elaine, everybody. Dead people know what Twitter is, Elaine. Newborns, in utero babies know what Twitter is. There's just not anyone that doesn't know what Twitter is. Even people that aren't on Twitter have heard of Twitter. So we have to explain everything. So Twitter is we look at the jury. This is always the jury over here. Twitter is a place where you go to sound really self-righteous and important, to try to be funny, even though most times you fail, or to troll people and have nameless, faceless accounts to call people fat, stupid, libtards, things like that. That's what Twitter is. It's now owned by my kind of ex-boyfriend. I don't know if we were dating we weren't dating at the time he purchased it because it just happened. Elon Musk. He also makes Tesla babies, and he's going to go to the moon. That's what it is. Okay. So thank you. That's what it is. Oh, you guys, this crystal light is to die for. Also, Johnny Depp said they were only getting out of this marriage, according to Amber Heard, through death. Oh, okay. So, and then, Michelle, it's Michelle, and then Elaine is like, Michelle, can you move it up just a touch? Michelle, can you imagine being Michelle? I want to see if I don't have really a Michelle filter, but I imagine I'm going to put Kim Kardashian on for Michelle. This is Michelle. Michelle's like, God damn it. Can't these freaking old people figure out the internet themselves? Ugh. Yeah, I can move it up a touch, but what is a touch anyways? Like, what can you say, like an inch? Can you say like a centimeter? Can you give me something I can work with? Elaine, you don't even know how to turn your mic on, but I got to do everything. I'm getting paid $35,000 a year, because if you're a technical lawyer person that just pulls stuff up, what am I, an assistant? Allegedly I am. And I'm just pulling stuff up because Elaine, a touch, really a touch? Okay. Thanks a lot, Elaine. So that was, that's what I do. I just sit here and I just take orders from all these people and I just pull stuff up. Oh, can you do this, Michelle? Does anyone ever ask Michelle what Michelle wants to do? Okay. Because Michelle wants to be at the bar. Michelle's in DC for the first time. Michelle's excited. Michelle's on Bumble. Michelle has swiped. Michelle has connected. All right. However Bumble works, because I'm not sure. But Michelle has found some D that I would like to investigate. But we're here all day, and then I'm tired, and then my hands are cramped. So even if I wanted to hook up, I wouldn't be able to, because I'm so tired. I can't caress a man or a woman. We don't know what Michelle prefers, with these tired hands, because I'm too busy pulling, because you guys don't know how to pull up pictures. Do you see Johnny Depp's team? Do they have a Michelle? No, they just do it. But no, please tell me more. Michelle do this. Michelle do that. Michelle, where's my keys? Michelle, how does Facebook work? Michelle, my, granddaughter wants me to send her an emoji. Where do I find it? This is so annoying. Just, yes. Thank you, Tina Louise. Just a smidge. Can we move up just a smidge? Smidge, what's a smidge? All right. So I imagine Michelle is she's tired. She's tired. Okay. Elaine has a problem pronouncing, authentication. She's like, can it authenticate? Elaine, turn your mic on. Authentication. So Elaine was struggling. I got to find a picture of Elaine from today. Let's see, Elaine Breedenhoft, or whatever her name is. Elaine is, or Bredehoft. Elaine was funny today. She was just a comedic joy today. Let's see what day are we on trial? Oh, I love the TikTok conspiracy about Elaine, that she's somehow a secret super fan of Johnny Depp. So really, when she can't turn her mic on, it's just because she's trying to sabotage this trial, which is, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. We got 10 hours ago. Vanity Fair says Amber Heard unequivocally denies the pooping on the bed incident. No, she didn't poop on the bed. Johnny loves poop. Johnny pooped on the bed. Okay. Because according to Amber Heard, let's see what she said here. In the third day of testimony, she questioned her about much of the evidence. Okay. So Elaine questioned Amber about much of the evidence and many of the incidents that Depp had discussed on the stand. All right. And with Heard getting the chance to explain her side, they played various audio recordings. Some I couldn't even understand. Again, the San Francisco, where they broke the RO or the TRO, temporary restraining order, so that they could talk. But it was Amber Heard who got Lady Gaga's ex-fiance to take her to San Francisco to break the TRO, to sit in someone's house for 8 hours, and then sit in a hotel overnight with Johnny Depp, and they just talk and then try to cuddle or something. It was a lot. All right. They played that, but she, was explaining. Okay. They played the "you're not punched, I was hitting you" audio, which Depp team claims is evidence that Heard was the aggressor in the relationship. But Heard said, I'm talking about the difference between a punch, which Johnny did often, and me having to hit him in my defense. So that was Amber Heard's defense to the now infamous, you're not punched. I wasn't hitting you, Johnny. Okay. I know the difference between those two, and I'm highlighting the difference between those two. Even if he wasn't twice my size, they're very different. He's not twice her size. These two take every opportunity they can to fat shame each other. It is a very LA relationship. Okay. Heard also described a folder she found on Depp's computer desktop that read "No fun for JD," painting him as a deeply, almost forensically jealous person. It was a collection of pictures of me from various red carpets, starting on the press tours that I had been on, where it was zoomed in pictures of what he thought was, like inappropriate clothing, side boob, cleavage, anytime I moved. So he had a folder on his desktop, according to her, that said "No fun for JD." And no fun for him was side boob. What? Huh? What? Huh? What?
Objection, hearsay. Her communications are hearsay.
I always thought side boob was fun. I thought that was like the new ass. Is there a new ass? Okay, we're moving on. Okay. Let's see. Okay. During the longer questioning, okay, Heard offered a lengthy explanation of their dog Boo's bowel movements in an effort to deny that after the fight on the night of her birthday, remember her birthday, she turned 30, and Johnny was hearing, "You're going broke, sir, and you owe money in taxes. And your previous financial people, they kind of screwed you over, and you own too many islands, and you're giving too many penthouses away. Everyone can't live in a penthouse for free. One of Amber Heard's friends have to get a job. At least one of them. The sister, Rocky, her husband, the sister's husband, your artist friend. Someone's got to work here. Can't just be you, John. So he was hearing that and hearing he was in financial ruin, allegedly. And then he was late to her party, to which she was allegedly very upset about. And then she said, "Well, bring me some E and some weed. And then I'm going to drink $500 bottles of wine." And that allegedly she did. And then all her friends were like, "We're leaving before it gets too bad." They went home. Johnny, like the, 50-plus-year-old he was or is, went to bed with a book. And that was when she started taking off her makeup and they got in a big fight and there was an altercation and he left. And then when he tried to come back the day before she went to Coachella, because it was right before Coachella, because that's what you do in LA, you know, you just get drunk, you fight with your significant other, then you head to the desert to shit all over our community because I live out here. And that's what you people do. You crap on it, okay? So he found a grumpy poo-poos on his side of the bed. And there's a picture of it, okay? So she talks about it today and talks about the dog's bowel movements in an effort to deny that after the fight on the night of her birthday, she or one of her friends, her or Rocky's husband, defecated in their bed. She's like, no, definitely not Rocky's. No, hers is much water. She doesn't have the best diet. Her husband, he was always constipated, taking Seneca. And as for me, I can't poop without water below me. I just can't. I can't even use like Biffs, you know, portable toilets. I can't do it. So I just hold it. So I would never be able to poop on a bed. Not me. No way. No siree. You know, this has become, a big point of contention where people are calling her Amber Turd. That's where the case is at. Now she's Amber Turd because they're claiming she took a dump on his side of the bed. Okay. But she said, no way, no how. I don't poop. I'm a lady. Okay. She said, absolutely not, Heard said when Elaine asked if she had performed a prank. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Amber Heard allegedly is a big fan of Jackass. And Johnny Knoxville would totally shit in Johnny Depp's bed. So I think she wanted Johnny Knoxville, but she got Johnny Depp. So she thought he'll love this. But then she remembered, I didn't get the right Johnny for this. You know, like if you're married to Johnny Knoxville, shit all over the place. He'll love it. He'll grab a camera. You know, he's got gray hair now, but he still loves a poop prank. Johnny Depp, he doesn't want you to shit in his bed. He's not okay with that. All right. She said, but she didn't do it. She said, I don't think that's funny. I don't laugh at all. And I don't know what grown woman does. I do. I think it's funny. Yeah, I think poop is funny. Yeah. I mean, you know, it depends on the situation, but it's pretty fun. Poop is pretty funny. I was also not in a pranking mood. No, because she was going to Coachella, and Coachella is very serious, very serious. You got to prepare yourself for all the mind-altering drugs you're going to take. She said, my life was falling apart. I had a crossroads in my life, like Britney Spears. I was really serious, and I had just been attacked on my 30th birthday by my violent husband, with whom I was desperately in love with, and knew I needed to leave. It was not really a jovial time. Yeah, because if you are going to shit someone's bed, you have to be in a good mood. Well, performance anxiety too. I don't know. I feel like you can angry shit though. You can like definitely angry poop. But and I'll tell you, that doo-doo, grumpy's the right word for it because it was a dark, angry doo-doo. It did not look healthy, what bowels are supposed to look like. And she said, I don't think it's funny. Period. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Okay. It's just disgusting. I would never do that. I would never shit. I have to be in like the best mood to take a dump. So how dare you? And Elaine is like, and they're like, Elaine, please turn your mic on. And she's like, Michelle, how do I turn this on? Okay. So she covered that. And then she covered the infamous makeup, you know? So she explained that she used color corrective makeup to cover bruises on her face from DV, from Johnny Depp. And in Elaine's opening statement, she held up the palette. I wish I had palette here, but all I have is Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C. Okay. This is actually really good stuff, you guys. Kiehl's, you should sponsor me. I don't just talk about shit all the time, but I do talk about shit a lot. Okay. So she held this up and she said that this is what I use. This is what she used to cover the bruises. And then the brand of the makeup then went on TikTok and said, well, that would be impossible because we didn't make that palette at that time. And that wasn't released until after Amber Heard allegedly dropped a deuce on Johnny's side of the bed and after they're split. So she couldn't have used Kiehl's powerful strength, line reducing and dark circle diminishing vitamin C eye serum. It's just, it's objection, not invented, you know, she couldn't have. So, Heard then used her time on the stand to say she used the palette. She used a palette like it. It was like it. Maybe it wasn't that one, but it was like it, you know, to cover the bruises. Not necessarily that specific palette. That was Elaine's fault. Amber was like, I have a judge, or not a judge, I'm sorry. I have a lawyer who doesn't even know how to turn her microphone on. So of course, she's not going to pick up the right palette. You know, she doesn't even blend. Have you guys seen her? She doesn't even blend her makeup. She doesn't know how to contour. I was teaching her about maybe contouring, making her nose look a little bit skinnier. And she was just like, you know, she's very 80s about her makeup, where she just slabs it on, slaps her cheeks for, you know, just a little blush, and then gets that Maybelline pink mascara with the green top, you know, the tried and true old lady mascara. And she does that. So she doesn't know about makeup. So that's not my fault. That wasn't my job. Amber Heard was like, that's not my job. That's not my name. And then Elaine said, Laura, Amber Heard, I have a question. And Amber said, my name is Amber. My name is Amber. Laura's my middle name. And Elaine was like, damn it. I am sorry, Dr. Curry. And she goes, nope, still Amber. She's like, sorry, Dr. Hughes. Nope, I'm still Amber. It's just Amber. Just Amber, Elaine. So Elaine is shit in the bed. Early on, I was like, Elaine, and I do still think Elaine is a smart lady, but she's got performance anxiety or nerves or something's going on. I don't know what it is, okay? So Amber's like, it just wasn't that specific palette. Elaine got confused. She gets really confused. She doesn't know anything. She's very, very old. That's what she said, allegedly. Just kidding. But so yeah. So she talked about that. And then whatever. Did she talk about some other stuff? Let's see. What else do I have in these notes here before we get? So we know couch is the safe word. She explained Twitter, like I said. Michelle had to do a lot of work. Poor Michelle. Justice for Michelle. Give her a raise. Elaine can't pronounce, you know, a lot of words. Laura Amber, you know, kept talking. Oh, we found out that she said something. She said something that was bad. She said, I couldn't give to charity. I would love to give to charity, but this fucker is suing me, and I've spent $6 million on this trial. And they were like, objection. And then it was tons of, can we approach? We have to approach the bench, because Amber Heard was just dropping little bombs when you're not supposed to drop bombs. And apparently it's a big no-no, because I was watching Emily D. Baker at the time, and Emily D. Baker was like, what did she just say? Did she just say how much she spent on this trial? And I was like, she did, Emily. And Emily's like, she can't do that. And I'm like, why? She's not supposed to do that. And I don't remember the technical reason, but she's not supposed to do that. She said that. She could be. Maybe that TikTok thing is right. Because Elaine is just like, you know, she just seems really kind of nervous. And I did see the lady in the TikTok video. I didn't think it was her, but yeah, you know, Milani. Yes, that's the beauty products that they were discussing. Okay, so then she's like, yeah, I've been fighting this defamation case. Johnny started suing me in 2019, and I've spent $6 million on this case. And they're like, no, you can't say that. Then Amber Heard said, I lived through this, and I narrowly survived this. I have mountains of evidence. I have mountains of proof. She was supposed to be in the stand, and I watched that shit show. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I think The Stand was on Netflix, and it's about some town. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I remember watching it, and there were times I liked it, and then there were times I was like, what's happening? So yeah, she was supposed to be in The Stand, but allegedly she got pulled from The Stand, which is interesting because she's on The Stand right now. You know, the irony. But which I think, yeah, it's a Netflix show. And they were going to pay her $200K an episode. You guys, why do we even have regular jobs? Everyone needs to be an actor. $200,000 to read lines in a show. I mean, I respect the profession. I'm a comedian. You know, I would take an acting job in a second, but that's a lot. That seems like a lot, especially for The Stand. I got to make sure I'm talking about the right show here. The Stand, Netflix. Oh, it was a Stephen King. It was based on a Stephen King novel. Okay. I did watch the whole thing. I swear, you guys. I swear. Okay. So 2020. Oh, no, this was good. What am I talking about? No, this was good. Oh, this was Paramount Plus. I got the wrong show. I watched a real shit show on Netflix, and it ended with some kids on a boat, and the parents were eating them, and this is not it. Oh, The Stand was good. Oh, you got kicked out of that. That sucks. Alexander Skarsgård. Oh, and James Marsden. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, now I see why it was 200. Okay, all right. I'm so glad I Googled that. I'm glad I did a little bit of research on that because that was a good show. Everybody go watch that. Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff. Oh, Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah, he's good. He is good. Okay, sorry. I was thinking of this other one about the parents that were eating the kids, and there was a church, and there was a weird lady who was all like, I'm super Christian, but really she's the most evil. And yeah, then two people escaped at the end on a boat. I don't know what show that was, but I just spoiled it if you ever wanted to watch it. Okay. I mean, like so hot, like ridiculous. He's like Swedish or something. I don't know. He's like the hottest IKEA I've ever seen. He literally is the hottest IKEA. Okay. Back to this. But now I'm just looking at Alexander. I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at so that you can look up the show, because I think it's only fair that we just look at Alexander Skarsgård. Or is that his name? Whatever. Is he related to Peter? Is there a Peter Skarsgård? Isn't he with Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie? You know, I should probably look that up too, but we're just going to make it up. I think he's with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. I mean, this is nice. You know, after the world is in ruins due to a man-made plague, a battle of biblical proportions ensues between the survivors. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yes, very good. Very good. Okay, here we go. So she was going to get $200K to be on the show with Alexander Skarsgård. Oh, and then we could have got him on The Stand. Oh, that would have been iconic. Okay. Instead, she did an independent film for $65K. That's still a lot of money for an indie. I didn't even know people still do indies now that there's streaming services and no integrity in, entertainment. So back in the day when Johnny Depp first started acting, it was like seen as like, you are an artist. I want to do an indie. I'm doing an indie. Yeah. Oh, you're doing an indie? I'm doing an indie. And nowadays it's like, I'm on the Kardashians Hulu show, season 2. And that's way better. Okay. Let's see. So she did it independent. She fought to stay on Aquaman 2. They didn't want to include me in the film. She said, no, they didn't. And that is when Camille came in, and Camille was like, objection.
Objection calls for hearsay and speculation.
You can't tell us what they said. Okay. You cannot tell us what they said. And then Elaine was like, and they're like, Elaine, turn your mic on. Sorry. Why can't she tell? Why can't she say anything? That's what they told her. They're like, Elaine, that's the definition of hearsay. But it's Amber. And they were like, no, Elaine, I'm sorry. And she said, sustained. She didn't overrule it. She sustained it because, Penny came in. She's got that fresh perm. She's feeling good. She was feeling pretty good today. All right. So they didn't want to include her in the film. They objected that. Were you ultimately able to get to film that movie? Elaine's like, were you ultimately able to get to film that movie, Ambi? And Ambien said, yeah, I did. But it was I'm sorry, I have to tell the jury. It was a very pared down version. It was I had a lot more roles. God, this Crystal Light is good. Oh, so good. Sorry. Yes, it was a pared down. They pulled a lot of my lines. Jason Mimosa wouldn't make eye contact with me. Like Johnny, he said, you will never see my eyes again. And yeah, so I was in it. I got paid, the $2 million, but I didn't get all the lines I wanted. I was supposed to have more lines. They pared it down because they're mad at me because I took a dump in my Aqua Girl costume. So, but that was, that wasn't a big deal. All right. So then objection, hearsay, lack of foundation. Obviously, you can't talk about that. Lack of foundation. Overruled. Ooh, Penny came in with an overruled. Okay. So there were new versions of the script that came out, Amber said, and they took away scenes that had action in it. She's like, they didn't let me fight. I wanted to do some damage to Jason Mimosa, and they didn't. Or actually, I won't tell you who because I don't want to spoil the movie. She was very considerate. Amber Heard was very considerate, and she said, I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys, so I'm going to be fighting. All right, I'll tell you. Ariel. I know, yeah. Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She's making an appearance with Flounder, and I was supposed to kick their asses. I was going to just flound them, and they cut it. They cut it, so I didn't get to beat anyone up. In Hollywood, beating people up in movies is action movies, and that's the action. So they didn't let me do that. Okay. Let's see. But also, she couldn't renegotiate her contract. That was one of the things too. No, they were like, no new taxes, no renegotiating the contract. All right. And that's obviously upset her. She's not happy about that because it was only $2 million and she wanted to renegotiate. Okay, let me share a new picture now that we've all got our Alexander Skarsgård fix. Hopefully you are done pleasuring yourself with your mind to the hottest IKEA anyone has ever seen. Okay, we're going to stop that. We're going to share this screen. Thank you for sticking with me. You guys are fantastic. Smash that like while you're here. Good time to share this with your friends and say there's a very weird lady talking about this. And I would love it if you would share me with your friends. Okay. So then that happened. She said she ends her final examination with Elaine before cross with a brief monologue that I would like to read. And she said, I wanted to move on with my life, but he won't let me. I want to move on with my life. I have a baby. I want to move on. I want Johnny to move on too. I want him to leave me alone. And that's the end of direct examination. And we move into cross where it gets hella good.
Objection non-responsive.
Objection, non-responsive. Okay, let's get into this. Right away, Camille out the gate is like, listen, okay? Listen. Thank you, Aaron. That's so nice of you to say. So nice of you to say. Some ladies in the BB chat told me Joleen is a hoot. So true. I love being a hoot. Being a Midwestern Minnesota woman, calling me a hoot is such a compliment. Thank you, Aaron. Welcome. Please subscribe. All right. So then, Cross is next. And Camille's like, hi, thank you. Have you ever looked at Johnny Depp during this trial? And she's like, Amber's like, yeah, I look at him. I care about him. I looked at him. She's like, has he looked at you? And Camille, that was here because I have a theory. And now it's everyone's theory, but that Camille and Johnny are, they're in love and it's NBD. I'm going to show a clip later of a little of, I feel like Johnny Depp slighted Camille today, and I will show that in just a little bit. But hello, my cat is back. She wants me to make some room for her on the desk. Feel free, Producer Tilly. Just, lay anywhere, lick your butt anywhere. That's what she's going to do. She's going to clean herself. That's what she does. She likes a audience like her mother. So, Camille just came right out the gate and was like, do you look at Johnny? Amber's like, I look at Johnny. Does he look at you? No. Do you know why he doesn't look at you? Because he's guilty. She's like, no, that's not why. Okay. Didn't he tell you you'll never see my eyes again? She's like, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Roll tape, exhibit 34C. and 36 double D, please. And then they pulled it up, and Johnny Depp said, and I think it was in San Francisco, but go to LawTube for the facts. But I think it was somewhere on these tapes, and he said, they played clips. You will never see my eyes again. I won't give you the luxury. And that makes a lot of sense because he's constantly like this, just like drawing pictures, scrapbooking, chewing gum, looking at the ground, doing anything other than eye contact. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, there's been a lot of staring. She'll be like that. She has delivered to Johnny, like as her audience with things. And he has not. Thank you, Chica Raka. Thank you. Okay. So it's like, you will never see my eyes again. And she's like, oh, I do remember that now. It's horrible. Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp, he speaks in, just, we know this Hunter S. Thompson language. And he was like, I would rather cut out my eyeballs than eat them and swallow them whole without chewing them because I had removed all my teeth first. And then I laid in a bath of peyote, then let you see me again. Let you look at me. Okay. Johnny Depp was like, I will eat my eyeballs. I'm being facetious. It's a hyperbole. It's a whatever the word is. Okay. Then we saw also them play clips from talk shows she's been on, like James Corden. We had to sit through James Corden, you guys. And no shade to James Corden. You're lovely. But we sat through the clip twice because the first time they didn't play it for the jury. So then Camille was like, I'm sorry, can we play that again? Objection. You did the audio wrong. And Michelle's like, you should have asked me. You should have asked me to do it, But thank you for not asking me because my fingers are killing me. I'm very, very tired. All right. And I'm tired of them bossing me around over here. So they played the clip. And because this is when Amber Heard was on James Corden, and she had said she used makeup to cover up bruises and a possible broken nose. I don't know if this was the nose part, but injuries. And she had a cut lip that kept opening back up. And there was a picture of this, okay? So she has a split lip. And then they showed pictures. And let me pull up some of these pictures. Hello, Tilly. Where's my mouse? Hello. I'm just going to grab that from you. Thank you, kitten. And okay, so here she is on James Corden. And this is where she says, Camille's like, you don't have bruises, do you, Miss Heard? You're not injured. And she's like, I am. I use makeup. Doesn't look like it. Does it? Well, it's makeup. You can cover up a broken nose and with makeup. She's like, well, you can cover up a broken nose with ice. She goes, you can cover up a broken nose with ice. Well, it lessens the swelling. I'm a different breed. I just don't, it doesn't affect me as much. I grew up in Texas around guns and my dad and horses. And so it just has a different effect. Camille's like, oh, interesting. Okay. So then they show her interview and they show her, laughing, lollygagging. And that is, Johnny Depp's team is trying to prove that Amber Heard is making this up and that there were no bruises. And then they showed some pictures of her with her mouth open, at those, like Tonight Show type places, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. You always have those little like photo booths like, like we're so funny. We're celebrities. We're having so much fun and everyone will love this. And like, nobody likes it. Nobody cares, but they do it, they're like, yeah, just what we want. More pictures of you. So, and then she told a story of, with Wanda Sykes there, which was interesting because Wanda Sykes didn't laugh. And I know as a comedian, not a Wanda Sykes level comedian, but as a lower tier comedian myself, it is very hard to watch actors try to be funny. You want to literally poke your eyes out because most of them they're not good. They're not good at that. They're not, unless there's lines and they've practiced, just having, even though you go on these shows and they tell you what they're going to ask you. Like none of these celebrities are ever like, they throw in a surprise and they come prepared with what they're going to talk about. So she tells a story about training for ballet and James Corden, like, I got to think of an English accent. I always go right to a weird Australian one, even though I just love the Australian accent. But James Corden like, okay, let's see. What's the cheerio? Just like James Corden is like, is there ballet in Texas? That's still Australian. And Amber Heard goes, no, there's not a lot of ballet. There's guns and horses. So I was training just very, very hard for this ballet thing. And I was working, really hard at it. And Wanda Sykes is like, she's okay. Yeah. Okay. Is this over yet? That was a horrible Wanda Sykes. I apologize to Wanda Sykes in advance. And then she's like, and I thought I killed it with this ballet that I learned. And then my friends text me and they said, why do you look like you got the claw? Why you got a white claw in your hand? And she was like, what? I love white claw. And then I was like this the whole time. And then the audience is like, ha, 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 ha. And then James Corden flashed the applause, laugh, and they're like, ha, 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 ha. And yeah, that was the story, that she did ballet like this, which I thought that's how you do ballet. I thought that was, first, there's first position, second position, third position. I don't know. I took dance, but whatever. Nobody asked me. So, Camille's just like, all right, well, I don't see anything, but all right, that's good for you. And then Camille said to Amber Heard, Camille came with it. She came with it. She said, you seem to really like to take pics of Mr. Depp while he's sleeping, don't you, Miss Heard? And Miss Heard said, I hated it. I hated it. Every time I had to pull out my phone and go click, 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 click. Look at this asshole, Rocky. He's such an asshole. Look what I have to wake up to. Fresh cocaine. Ugh. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. I hated it. But you sent the ice cream in the lap pic to one of your friends. And she goes, I don't recall. I hated it. I hated every time I had to embarrass my husband and send it to all my friends. And I would just be like, hey guys, we're on a group text. Make sure you tweet this, send it to People Magazine, allegedly. Look at this asshole. He's so old and washed up. Look at his belly. Okay. XOXO. Amber. And yeah. She was like, I don't recall if I sent this to anyone. I don't think I did. I need a sip of Crystal Light. I can't think. This is too much. I might have. I don't know. And that is when Camille said, okay, can I get exhibit 32A and 30AA? Yeah. And they pulled it up. And it was a text message to Rocky, the one she allegedly hit at a Whole Foods before Thanksgiving. Because she was like, we're vegan, bitch. I don't know if that's how it happened. I'm just assuming. What do LA girls fight about at Whole Foods before Thanksgiving? Veganism, I'm sure. But then she said she didn't recall. And then when Amber Heard saw that Camille had the receipts, as the kids say, that is when Amber Heard goes, I was getting support from my best friend. And that's when Camille came in saying, there's no question yet, Miss Heard. I was like, Camille. Oh my gosh, Camille. Camille was not having it. She was not having it. No, she wasn't.
Objection, hearsay. Her communications are hearsay.
And then Camille asked her, here's the proof. You sent this to Rocky. And you said, this is what I've been dealing with. And then she said, you weren't afraid of the monster, that the monster would get upset when you sent this. But it didn't stop you from sending this pic, this monster you speak of that Johnny Depp becomes. We talk about the monster. Johnny Depp refers to himself as the monster. She refers to him as the monster. And she said, no, why would I? Why would it? Why would? And then you're like, oh, all right. And then Elaine again is like, objection, and no one could hear her because her mic was off. And they're like, Elaine, please. And then that is when Camille's like, okay, we gotta approach the bench. Someone has to teach Elaine how to turn her mic on because we're wasting a lot of government time. A lot of time. Okay. This is taking up much of my day. Okay. Then we talk about the cocaine. The picture I was referring to earlier at her apartment where you have some, scissor in a cup, and then you got, a Van Morrison CD. I think it was Keith Richards or Johnny Depp's Vampires Band CD. They just had their, debut album. I don't know if it was a debut album, but it was, Hollywood Vampires, and then it was just all perfectly set up. Let me see if I have the picture here. I think I do. My cat is literally just like on all my stuff. I love you, Tilly. It did look very staged, the table. And it's like, this is what I woke up to. I don't know a lot of Coke heads. I mean, I might, but they just never give me any Coke, which is super rude. I would like to be asked occasionally. I was asked in West Hollywood at a gay bar, at a gay comedy show, by some very attractive gay men if I wanted to do cocaine with them. But I, was like, I'm sorry, I can't. I have to function. And I don't know. I just can't start doing cocaine now. I think I was like in my mid 30s. It was just too late. There's a time for cocaine, and then your mid 30s isn't the time for the cocaine. So they all went in the bathroom to have fun. And I just sat there drinking a club soda because I was already sober by then. And it's just like, it sucks because when I was drinking, no one offered me, Coke, and before I was sober. So it's like, now you're going to do that. Thank you. Thanks for nothing. But it was a lot of Coke. Okay. I'm trying to find this picture, but it did look staged. I don't know a lot of Coke heads, like I said, but I imagine it's not that clean. Actually, I do remember being at a party and there was a kid at my high school, and this was post high school, and there was a glass table and he was just sitting there. And I went downstairs to the party and it was like a leather couch. Now, this does sound like, a scene from Scarface, but it wasn't. And he was just, the cocaine was kind of messy on the table. And he was down there and I was like, oh, what's he doing? I used to have a crush on him. And now he was just like so coked out. Okay. Until we get that, we'll just pull this up because this is, another, wait, is this the one? What's this? Nope. That's the video where he beat up the cabinets. And when Camille said, is that the video of where Johnny Depp, Mr. Depp, was beating up the kitchen cabinets? It's like, Camille's got some zingers. She's got some zingers, all right. And then here's all the just pounds of weed that allegedly were just, perfectly packaged and sitting around next to this coffee cup is everywhere. This coffee cup is on the table on orange as well. I thought I had it more accessible, but I just have so many screenshots of, okay, we can go to the trigger warning. There's the poop, the grumpy, if you will. It's not even doo-doo. This is the note that Amber, no, that's not the note. That is the thing I used to make a note from Amber. So disregard that in the burn book when she's writing in her journal. She's writing in a burn book about Johnny Depp. All right, well, I guess we don't need, you guys have seen it. You've all seen it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. It's a table. There's cocaine. There's lots of stuff, but it just seemed really, really, really organized it just seemed very convenient. All right. Very, very convenient. And that is when, Camille's just like, hey, so there's a tampon there. Did Johnny Depp have his period while he was doing cocaine? And Amber was like, no, it wasn't Johnny's time of the month. It was mine. My sister taught him how to do cocaine through a tampon applicator, which we prefer Pearl because we're Pearl girls, and they're very strong, very good plastic, bad for the environment, but good for the old nostrils. So my sister taught him. But with all due respect, Camille, I'm not sure you know how that works. That's what Amber said to Camille about cocaine. And Camille's like, oh, no, I know. I'm asking because you said you have done cocaine. So you know how it works. I was like, oh, damn, Camille is coming out swinging. And then Camille said, it's a pretty neat table. Wouldn't you agree? And Amber said, it is neat. It's nice. It's I got it at Pier 1 Imports. Yeah, it's like World Market, but not. She's like, no, I mean, it's like clean. And then Camille said, you have a habit of sending staged photos to your friend Rocky, don't you? And Amber said, I don't have any pics of him. Mid snort. No, that was Camille's going, you have this picture that looks staged, but why, if you take all these pictures, why don't you have pictures of him, doing the drugs, doing the stuff? And she said, I'm sorry, I don't have any pics of him mid snort. I'm sorry. I don't have any pictures of him sitting next to cocaine going, hello, this is cocaine. Hello, my name is cocaine. I'm sorry, I don't have that, Amber Heard was saying. And then that's when Camille said, you recall capturing Mr. Depp in the kitchen of one of his homes, beating up the cabinets? I was like, oh, Camille, you crack me up. Then we get into the stuff. Okay. Then we get into the stuff. We get into the charity talk. And this is what we end up ending on. Okay. So we get into the divorce settlement money, the $7 million. We get into the ACLU and the Los Angeles Children's Hospital, the two charities that Amber Heard said that she gave her money to. Half went to one, half went to the other, according to her. But Camille is here to tell you that didn't happen. All right. That did not happen, according to Camille. So here, let me show you this video. We will play it here. All right, let me pull this up. Thank you for your patience. Feel free to like the video while I pull this up. Follow me on social media while I pull this up, and you're all beautiful pumpkin spice babies, and you're going to heaven, in case you were wondering, for liking this video. Okay, let me open it up here. I think we will play. We'll play this one and see if this is the correct one. We'll just have some fun with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Let's have some fun with it. All right. So is this the one? Okay, maybe that's not the one. Let's go with the other one. Let's see if that is a better fit. All right. This one is, I think, a shorter one. And okay, so basically what's happening here, and we'll get into it. I don't know if I'm having a sound issue with this one, but let me know if you guys can't hear this. Let me remove it first and then reshare it. Make sure I share the audio. All right. So share audio. Got it. Let's do this. Let's do it. All right. So what's happening here is they're going to talk charity and they're going to talk divorce settlement. And Amber Heard starts with I don't recall. And Camille says, let's see if we can refresh your recollection. Let's see if we can do that, huh? So the divorce settlement, according to Camille, was paid to Amber Heard in full by February 2018. In October 2018, Amber said in an interview that she donated the entire $7 million to charity. And then Camille said, sitting here today, you still haven't donated the $7 million to charity. And she said, yes, I have. I pledged it. I donated it. She goes, no, you haven't paid it. She goes, well, I use pledge and donate synonymously. And Camille says, but I don't. You have to actually give the money to say you donated. You can't promise. Right now, you're promising them this money. All right. And you said you donated it, but they haven't received it. And she's like, but I did donate it. I used them synonymously. And Camille said, but I don't use those synonymously. So let's take a listen, and hopefully it's not too bad, because I just grabbed it off my TV because I was watching it and I just did the old lady thing. And I normally don't do this, but today we did.
Really inappropriate. I'll sustain the objection and we'll just move forward.
So here's what Camille said. I think that was hard to hear, but she said, Ms. Heard, you're being very inappropriate. This is very inappropriate, because Amber was dancing around the answer. She was saying, but I did donate it. And Camille's like, you know what my question is. My question is, did you give these charities the money yet? Because you got the 7 mil, but these charities haven't received the money. The only money they've received is from your boyfriend, Elon Musk. And Amber's like, well, I don't know if he was my boyfriend at the time. I'm not sure. I don't remember. She's like, well, either way. And she goes, well, that didn't even count toward my pledge. No. So, and then that's when you see old Ben, there, he's like, did she just say that? That didn't count towards pledge? Elon Musk stuff didn't count towards her pledge? Oh, wow. Okay. And that's when she said, this is very inappropriate. So let's just play it and see.
All right.
Ms. Heard, this is really inappropriate.
I'll sustain the objection and let's move forward.
Thank you.
Let's move forward. Next question.
Under oath, that statement wasn't true, was it, Ms. Heard?
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question, sorry.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
The statement,
When you say you buy a house, you don't pay for
Ms.
the
Heard,
entire house
Ms. Heard,
at one time.
respectfully,
You pay
I'm
over
asking,
time.
Ms.
All
Heard,
right. Next question, please.
thank you.
So she said, when you buy a house, you don't pay for it all up front. Actually, in Los Angeles, they do. They got cash. They got crazy cash, okay? She's like, you pay for it over time. Okay, jury, you don't buy. So Camille was really getting to Amber. Amber was getting irritated. And you could tell in her responses. Because she's like, I know I pledged it. So I donated it. But I mean, I didn't give it all. Okay, I'm going to. And Camille's like, that's not my question. That's not my question. Just like your name's not Laura. Dr. Hughes' name isn't Dr. Curry. You did not. That is not my question. Okay. And then, okay. So that was the length of the clip for that one. But I thought that was just very interesting that she brought up the housing thing.
Statement wasn't true, was it, Ms. Heard?
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question, sorry.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
The statement,
When you say you buy a house, you don't pay for
Ms.
the
Heard,
entire
Ms.
house
Heard,
at one time.
respectfully,
You pay
I'm
over
asking,
time.
Ms.
All
Heard,
right. Next question, please.
thank you.
You don't pay for the entire house at one time. You pay it over time. I pledged it. Her question was, you said on this talk show, you got the money in February. You said in October, you donated the entirety of the settlement to charity. But you didn't. The only parts that they got was the parts that Johnny Depp directly sent and the part that Elon Musk sent that then Amber Heard says isn't even toward her pledge. Okay? So she's like admitted that she hasn't paid all the money, but she won't admit it. So then, okay, so I have, all right. So this is where I was trying to write down exactly what was said. So Camille said, you testified under oath. The entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity. That statement wasn't true. And Amber said, it is true. I pledged the entirety to charity. When you buy a house, you don't pay for the whole house. You pay in like payments. And then that's like, next question, please. Thank you. Camille's like, thank you. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Penny, and your new perm. Okay. And then she's like, as you sit here today, is it true that you did? And she's like, you haven't paid it. And she's like, I pledged the entirety, but you didn't donate it. Unfortunately, you didn't donate it. So yes or no, I haven't been able to offer it. Okay, maybe I didn't write that one down right. But she said, I made the pledge. I want to be very clear. I pledged the entirety. I haven't been able to fill the pledges because I've been sued. So she brought up being sued again for the reason she didn't fulfill her donations. And then Camille said, you had all of the $7 million, Amber Heard, for 13 months. before this suit came up, before Johnny Depp has sued you. And you chose not to pay to the charities you pledged to. Oh. And I remember seeing that she said she was going to take maybe 10 years or something. There was something about 10 years she had technically to pay this. But she was playing with some word salad. It was interesting. And Camille was not letting up. She was like, oh, no. That's not my question. She said, when your lawyers do your little cross after my cross, when they get to come back up here and clear up some stuff, that's when you can play this game. But you can't play this game right now. Objection. This is my house. Whose house? Camille's house. Whose house? Camille's house. That's what she was like. And Amber was like, all right. Don't like that. So then she asked, what's the money that was donated to the ACLU and the Children's Hospital and your name came from someone else? And then I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Well, at least $500,000 was donated to the ACLU in your name, but it wasn't paid by you, right? And then she said there was a donation in her honor, this Elon Musk donation, and it didn't count as my pledge. So that means there's I thought the Elon Musk thing would count. I thought he was, dickmatized or something, and I thought it would count, but apparently no. That was just Elon being just throwing his wiener around, just going, look what I can do, and you're like, okay, Elon, cool. So yeah, she's like, it was paid by him, but that's not even part of my pledge. And that's when Ben was like, oh, did she just say that? Okay. All right. That was made at the same time, and it didn't come out of the 7 million divorce. And she said those 500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend. That's what Camille goes, your new boyfriend. If you ever watched Teen Mom, she sounded like Janelle's mom. Janelle was so problematic on that show, but she had her mom Barbara, and she goes, are you gonna go smoke weed with your boyfriend, Kiefer? She sounded like that, with your boyfriend. And that's what Camille was like, you got it from your boyfriend? And she was like, I don't know if Elon was my boyfriend at the time. I'm not sure. He was just paying $500,000 to things I cared about to try to be my boyfriend. Elon, you are a sucker. I mean, I'm glad that you give to charity, but they're all writing this off with taxes. It is sick. Okay. You got him to pay part of what you promised. And then she was like, incorrect. Amber Heard was like, that is not correct. You are not correct. And Camille said, because you wanted to keep at least some of the 7 million divorce settlement for yourself, didn't you, Miss Heard? And she said, you are wrong about that. That is not true. And that is when they said, I think this is a good place to stop, Camille said, and they stopped. But there's another clip I want to play. And it also includes this slight, I think, that Johnny Depp gave Camille. Okay? Yes, remember Janelle's one? Are you going to go smoke weed with your boyfriend, Kiefer? I can't do, Barbara has an accent. I don't know what kind of accent it is, North Carolina or something. She's like, oh, you're going to go smoke weed with your boyfriend, Kiefer? Kiefer, your boyfriend?
Objection, non-responsive.
I agree, Camille. I was non-responsive on that. I'm very sorry. All right, let me pull up this other clip. All right, let me stop this. Stop the share here. Whoops, that's not what we're doing. And while you're waiting, feel free to say something nice about someone in the chat, make someone's day, and hit that like and subscribe. Subscribe, you guys are so kind. All right, here we go. Let's look at this one. How long is this one? Okay, this one's a little longer. And this has, okay, this doesn't have this, it might have a little bit of the slights, but this, I captured a moment that's going to blow your fucking mind, all right? It's going to blow your fucking mind. It probably won't blow your mind, but it's going to blow your fucking mind, all right? It is a moment between Amber Heard and Camille. And oh my God, the vitriol, the disdain it looks like these two had for each other after battling it out. And we still have more tomorrow. Okay, but Camille has to pass her over a document to read. And I slowed it down, and we will take a look. We will take a look. But there's some other stuff in it, in this clip. So let's just play it. Let me know if you can't hear it. And let's start from the top. There we go.
Let's look at your sworn testimony from the UK.
So we're looking at sworn testimony from the UK. Crystal light, num-nums. Okay, there's the document. Here it comes.
Sorry,
Get ready. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at Camille. Look at her. Look at Camille. I hate you. I hate you more. I hate you the mostest. This is some housewives level hate. And you can hear me in the background. I go, oh, I couldn't believe it. Look at this. Ugh. Oh, that is the Real Housewives of Los Angeles coming to you. Did you guys catch this? Did other people catch this? I imagine I'm not the only one. This was like next level.
Thank you.
Let's slow it down even more. I'm going to slow it down even more. Maybe a little faster. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, bish? No, what's up, bish? I see you. I see you. You better answer my questions. You better stay away from my man. Ooh. That was, oh, wow. There is not enough crystal light in the world to put out that fire. Right? You guys, that was more entertaining than most seasons of The Housewives. And I love Housewives. Okay, let's play it again. We got to play it again. Okay. Amber's like, oh, you want to hand me paper? Here, put it in my little hand. Put it in my LA hand. And Camille's like, here you go. You better start answering these questions. And she's like, whatever. Where's your suit from? Kohl's? Oh my God. Whatever. Handmaid's Tale. Like they were, That was, wow. Wow. Look at this chick in the gallery. She's so thirsty. That made her thirsty. I'm thirsty. This is thirsty. Look at everyone people saw that. Well, they didn't. No, they saw the back of that, but we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this. Yeah, Amber Heard's like, what is that suit, Camille, in apartment 9? And she's like, oh, how come you look like Aunt Lydia from Handmaid's Tale? Ha 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 ha. You know, they were really like, it was some serious shit. That was, oh, look at that. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. That is, you got to, I mean, this is a Hollywood movie in itself. Here we go. Give me the paper. Hand it to me. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Put it in my hand. Here you go. Look at her look. Ugh. Oof. And she did the, oof. Ew, whoa.
Do you want me to close the shades? Just there's this light coming across.
I appreciate that. It's probably good light.
And at this moment, this is when the lights of the heaven of the Lord, Jesus, Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, shines down on Camille Vasquez as she's about to end her cross-examination. They're like, Miss Vasquez, heaven is shining down on you. Do you want us to cover that up? She goes, yeah, you better. I don't want to take all the glory. And Amber's like, it was like this was not a good day for Amber.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Camille's like, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, angels. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. And Amber looks not happy. And Camille and curly hair, besties for the resties. So supportive of each other. It's really nice to see. They both got navy suits. They're hugging. They're really being very kind to each other. I don't know why I still have this in slow motion, but I do. And I didn't need to.
This is your third witness statement that you submitted in the UK action, right, Ms. Heard?
Correct.
And the statement was made under oath. True?
That is true.
I'm directing your attention to the last page of that statement. That's
Oh, I gotta
your
speed it back up.
signature, right?
Sorry.
Yes, it is.
Here, I'll rewind because I had it slow
This is
motion.
your third witness statement that you submitted in the UK action, right, Ms. Heard?
Correct.
And the statement was made under oath, true?
That is true.
I'm directing your attention to the last page of that statement. That's your signature, right?
Yes, it is.
So you made the sworn statement on February 26, 2020.
That's correct.
And directing your attention to paragraph 4. It says, quote, I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct.
Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
The him you were referring to is Mr. Depp.
That is correct.
Look at her friend comes to help her right away. They're such good girlfriends. I love those two. Thanks,
Most of the
girl.
money that was donated to the ACLU and CHLA in your name came from someone else. Isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Well, at least $500,000 that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my
Oh, I believe Elon, not even Mr. Musk. I believe Elon. Elon, girl.
honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement, right?
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
Do you see Ben? Look at Ben. He's like, she just said it didn't come towards her pledge. She just said it didn't come towards her pledge. It didn't count towards her pledge. Ben got a fresh cut. He got the rug cut. Do you see how he was putting his fingers through his rug earlier? He was like, hey, he's got pinky rings. If you hire an attorney with pinky rings, the other side is, they better watch out. I know Elaine had a very nice, kind of key lime long suit coat today, but Ben came with the rug groomed through the hair and gold pinky ring. So let's go back. Watch Ben's face when she said that Elon's money doesn't count towards her pledge. Ben was like, what? Let's see when he puts his fingers through his hair. I mean, it's so cute. And I do just love the friendship between Camille and Curly Hair. They're really supporting each other. I love to see that from these women.
Someone else. Isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Well, at least $500,000 that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement, right?
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
And at least $500,000.
He was like, Johnny, did you hear that? That she just said it didn't even count toward her pledge. That means she has to give them more money. She can't even claim Elon Musk's money. John, you hear that? And John's like, I'm in the zone. Fear and loathing in my notebook. Okay. I'm drawing eyeballs that she'll never see and dreaming of peyote. And that cocaine was totally staged. My lines are never that clean. And I would have just I wouldn't leave cocaine sitting for too long because the moisture of the air gets into it. And it's just, Hunter S. Thompson told me, never leave your cocaine on the table longer than you'd leave your baby in a car. That was just one of the Hunter S. Thompson hyperboles. Okay. But Ben he's thrilled. He is thrilled at this moment.
That was donated to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles in your name wasn't paid by you either.
Right, those were made at the same time.
And it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement.
Nor did it count to my 3.5 obligation.
Those $500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend, Elon Musk, right?
I don't know if he was a new boyfriend at the time.
You got him to pay part of what you promised to these two charities, didn't you?
Incorrect.
Because you wanted to keep at least some of the $7 million divorce settlement for yourself, right?
I'm very wrong about that.
I think this, if Your Honor is fine, this is a good sign.
Okay, that's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll stop here for the evening. Remember, tonight, do not do any outside research.
That was like, because you wanted to keep the $7 million for your divorce settlement, you wanted to keep some of that. So that you are very wrong about that. Am I? All right, let's end here. I think that's a good way to end with that in your head, jury, that she definitely did want to keep part of that $7 million. Okay. Thank you. I've been Camille Vasquez. This has been my curly haired friend. We love Navy. We're going to start a law firm after this. We're going to be on Law 2. That would be amazing if they were on Law 2 after this. So
Research and not discuss the case with anybody. I know these days are a little longer, and I appreciate your patience and.
So it's over. Okay, now there's no reason for sound anymore. So she's talking to her best friend. You can see Camille and curly hair back there, and they're like, "How'd I do, girl?" And she's like, "You killed it. Oh my God." She's like, "Thank you so much for like carrying the book up, girl. I got you. I got you for life. Really, thank you so much. Oh my God. Let's go to the bathroom together and talk so much shit." So they're just, and Camille was a little nervous. This was, this is a big platform for her to be on. She did very well, but she's got the world watching her. She has a lot of pressure on her. And she had that whole week off where people have been building Camille up. Like Camille's the savior, Queen Camille. People are like, Camille for president. The internet's going nuts for Camille. So I think she started to feel that pressure. And, understandably. So she takes a big, deep breath. Like she said, "It's over. I got curly hair here." And she's just, it's like kind of after a performance, you're in your head. How'd I do? Did I do okay? Why isn't Johnny turning around? Why isn't he looking at me? I've sat next to him. We've talked about gummy bears. We've talked about certs. We've laughed. I've looked at his journal. I checked my phone to see how I was looking one time before. I had my, front facing camera on to see, how I looked. Before talking to him, we've had this like on again, off again, will they, won't they, Ross and Rachel type love affair in the courtroom that people online have had fun with. And now she's looking at him like, "Johnny, look at me. Johnny, just take a look. Tell me I did okay. Give me a nod of approval. Johnny, look." And her girlfriend's like, "Girl, it's okay. You did good. You don't need his approval." And she's like, I know I don't need his approval. I'm an independent woman and I kill it and I have a great career and I have a boyfriend or whatever. But I just need to know. Like, did I do okay? There's so much pressure on me. I feel all the pressure." And she was playing such hardball. She was playing that LA actress hardball. And I'm not used to that. Okay. And she's like, "Johnny," and Johnny's like getting ready to leave. His journal's full. She's got allergies. It's seasonal allergies in Virginia. I feel for them. She's like, "Did I do okay?" And the other guy, the junior associate guy's like, "You did great, Camille. You did super well." And she's like, "Okay, thank you, Brandon, but I don't need it from you. I need it from John." And Johnny's like, "All right, well, I got to go. There's cocaine to be sniffed, and this is a waste of time." And then Brandon's like, "Hey, do you want to get a drink after this?" And Camille's like, "No, Brandon, I don't want to get a drink after this." He's like, "Okay, no biggie. I understand consent is important." And then Ben turns around and is like, "Did you guys notice no one said anything about my more groomed rug on my head? Okay, these are actually implants. All right, so someone should say something." And Johnny's like, "When do we leave? And where's the cocaine?" And then you see Camille and then her girlfriend, she's like, "Girl, we're going to get sex on the beaches after this. We're going to go back to the hotel room, have some fun, watch the new Sex in the City, even though it sucks." And yeah, they can't do it without Samantha. Exactly. What? And then they had to kick out Big because he had Christopher Noth. He had, stuff. Thank you, Anne, for the super sticker. You sweetie wipe the CD. Thank you so much. And then Elaine's over there like, "Do I have to have my mic on? Because I don't want my mic on." And they're like, "You don't have to, Elaine. It's over." "What? What did she say, Michelle?" Michelle's like, "I'm off duty. I'm done now. I don't do any more stuff. Okay, you guys don't pay me enough." And Amber I do have to say, I did like Amber's hair today. I really did. I did. It was a little Aunt Lydia, but I kind of liked it. Okay. So then Amber leaves out the side door. They got to get her out of there. The judge leaves. Penny. Oh, we got to talk about the court reporter. She's my favorite. I want to make a series about the court reporter because I just wonder what she did all week. What did she do? What did she do with her week off? She's adorable and she works so hard. And sometimes her and Johnny have had little interactions, like he's asked her questions, like how she's doing. She's like, "Real good." I imagine she was like, "I have a week off." Her husband's name is like Fred. She's like, "Fred, I have a week off." And Fred's like, "Oh, Lynn." Her name is like Lynn. Is she a Lynn? She's kind of a Lynn. Yeah, we're going to say her name is Lynn. Lynn, the court reporter. Or Brenda. Oh, she's a Brenda. Yeah, so Brenda. And he's like, "Oh, Bren, what are we going to do?" She's like, "Well, I was thinking I got to rest my hands, but I was thinking maybe, I got some Joanne fabric coupons. If you could come with me, I just want to get some stuff for after the trial. I'm going to take up knitting again." He's like, "All right, hon, I'll go with you." So she was just catching up on her stories, and she was going to Joanne fabric. She was like, "Can we make a day out of it, Fred?" And he's like, "I don't know." She's like, "Please." And all right. She's like, "Michael's too." "Michael's." Yeah. Michael's and Joanne. He's like, "All right. And an Applebee's. Applebee's, Fred? Of course, hun. You know, because Fred doesn't like to get out as much. He's older now. He's afraid of falling. He doesn't like the crowds. And since the Panakuchen happened, it's just a lot of stress on him. He would rather stay home. He's got a brand new recliner that he got from the kids for Christmas. You know, it reminds him of the Art Linkletter days. You know, so Brenda's just, she's like, oh, I had that week off and it was so refreshing. I gardened, you know, it's been really nice here. And we've had some storms. So the yard's really green. And I planted some marigolds. I love marigolds. They're my favorite. Fred loves marigolds too. He comes out and he helps me. We got a knee pad for him because his knees aren't good. He's probably going to need a replacement, but we're going to wait till maybe over the holidays, you know. The kids can come see him and take care of him. So that's what Bren and Fred are doing. Okay, so now we're back to these guys. We'll talk more about Brenda later. But so Ben's like, Johnny, did you think of my hair? I think my hair did pretty well. John's like, yeah. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not my hair, but it's pretty good. And then you could see Camille, even though her best friend's like, and then we'll do this. And then we can text each other and we can play that game where you roll the paper and you see how many husbands you're going to have and how many babies. And it'll be so fun. And we'll drink, not wine, please. This case has ruined wine for me. Just daiquiris, Sex on the Beach, Cosmos and stuff. Okay. And then Brandon's like, can I come? And they're like, no, Brandon, no. No. Your mom came with you on this trip. You have to stay with your mom. And she's looking at Johnny like, John, tell me, did I do good? Did I do good? And John doesn't turn around. Instead, he talks to Blondie McBlonde there. Okay. And then she's like, oh, thank you. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, Johnny. I'm get it together, girl, professional. But wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll go out with you tomorrow for your cigarette, just to keep you company. Cool. What am I doing tonight? I'm going to pop a leaner cuisiner in the, I might go down to the pool. You know, the hotel is kind of a nice spa. And thanks for asking, John. And then everybody back there, he has to say, bye, fans. And they're like, bye, Johnny. People camped out for this. And then Blondie's like, I can't believe he asked me what I was doing. That was really nice of him. That was like, I think it's this new Lauren Conrad blazer. I love it. I love her. So, but as you can see, I think I have another one where I zoomed in. It appeared as though Camille was a little disappointed. I would have liked for Johnny, she just killed it up there. You could have turned around. You could have said, way to go, Cammy. Way to go, Camille. But he didn't. I'm sure he's got lots of other things on his mind. Sure. We all do. But she needs a little pep talk. This is a big stage to be on. She's a well-respected lawyer. She's done the damn thing. But everybody needs a little pat on the back. Granted, he's paying them, $20,000 an hour. But sometimes money isn't enough. You need that extra little, like, thank you. Let me see if I can find this other video. And then we'll start to wrap up here, you guys. Is this the donate? Okay, I already played that one. Maybe it's this one. No. Jeez, so many damn videos. It's not that one. Maybe it is this one? Dear Lord. No, not that one either. I know there was one, and I'm going to find it after I'm off. So take this time to hit the like, guys, because you're so likable. Oh, I found it. And everybody loves you, and you're safe here. You're safe in the YouTube womb of Johnny Depp coverage right here on my channel. Okay, thank you. If y'all don't leave Coles alone, I love Coles. That's why I always give Coles shout outs. I cannot stop. Coles is going to sponsor this shit. Camille deserved it. I don't even think she needed it. She deserved it. And I want him to just go, you got him, kid. You got him. You did it. You did the damn thing. Because she held her own. Okay, so afterwards, we're going to see Camille with her bestie for the restie, curly curls, and the photographer. And then we got a full courtroom back there. We got court reporter lady from Court TV that used to sit by Amber Heard's now alleged that PR guy, he's gone, right? Like that was a whole story while we were off for a week where then all these Me Too things came out about him on Grindr. No, it wasn't Grindr. It was Ravatar, or I don't know, Ronald Reagan. I think it was the Ronald Reagan app where you match with someone who is super into patriotism. Okay, so there's no sound, so you won't hear anything. So she's just like, okay, I did it. All right. Johnny gets up and she kind of looks at him like, anytime now, John. And Ben's like, I hope people are going to be talking about my hair. And she's just looking. She's like, do I have anything in my nose? Nope. Just in case he turns around. No boogies. Cool. Hey, do you think Johnny's going to say I did good? Get away, Brandon. He's going to say you did great. You did so good. Oh my God, thank you. And you looked good too. Shut up. Don't be sexist. Brandon, you need to pop a cert. Okay? Get away. Stop. So many colorful blouses in the courtroom today. I know, right? But we both wore navy. Are you sure I don't have a boogie? No. Johnny probably has a boogie. He has tons of boogies. He has sugar boogies. And then Johnny puts his glasses on, and Camille and curly hair, they're just like, all right. And look at the hug. Look at the girl power. Thank you. Oh God, we're hugging again. Their periods are going to sync up. They've been very close. And she's definitely got allergies. And she looks like, okay, John, now's the time, Johnny. Johnny, look, Johnny, I wipe my nose. And she's like, he's not going to say nothing, girl. What that curly hair girl looks like from that movie about the witch back in the day? With Blake Lively's sister. And then she has that curly hair friend. She goes, top that. And she does like the worst rap ever, but now it's iconic. And it's not some teen witch. The 1980s classic teen witch. She kind of looks like top that. I don't want to top that. She kind of looks like that lady. And then she's like, don't worry, Brandon, stop. Brandon, okay, bye. And then, oh my God, John, stop. Oh, okay, bye, Johnny. See you later. And then look at all those ladies who just camped out. And Blondie's like, I sat by him today. I did. Thank you. I wore royal blue. I heard that was his favorite color. Okay, well, all right, bye-bye. And we left Camille hanging. So that's kind of where we left today. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate because I feel like she deserved at a girl, at a person, But yeah, you see it. Okay, yeah, Teen Witch. That's an iconic movie if you haven't seen it. I'm going to read a couple of comments from you guys, and then I'm going to probably log off because I still got to go to bed and work out tonight. And it's already 12:30 in the morning. All right. Joleen, way to have time management. Koyo Boyo says, I suspect Johnny and Camille will be back together until she's done fighting for him, or will not be back together until she's done fighting for him. They're a family and they know how to remain professional. It's about Camille. Yes. Secret lovers. I love how people get mad about that. Like, don't say that. Like, who cares? We need something. This is a literal shit show. Let us believe in love, okay? Let us believe in love. I'm pledging my time to you, hoping you'll come through. Bob Dylan. Oh, God. Beautiful. Johnny would only be so lucky with a Latina attorney who could cut anyone coming at him. Oh, my goodness. Ben looks like Walter Matthau's son. What? Oscar Madison. What? I don't even know who this is, TGF. I gotta look this person up. I know who Walter Matthau is. Oscar what? Matheson? That's a Norwegian speed skater. Did I put that incorrectly? Oscar Madison. Okay. Oscar Madison. Not the Matheson is a speed skater. Okay, Madison, Oscar Madison. What? Wait. That's Walter Matthau's son? This dude. But this dude's old. He's the same age as him. From The Odd Couple? What? Really, TGF? I'm not good at math, but that can't be right? This guy? Let me pull up a picture here. Oh, no. That was the guy's character name in The Odd Couple. Okay, Joleen. Get your ass together. Nana's going to kick me for that one. All right. I'm just writing. I was like, what? That guy is like as old as him. Walter Matthau. I'm confused now. I'm so confused. I'll look up that later. Curly-haired girl looks like Melanie Griffith's friend in Working Girl. Good reference. Boom flyer. Yes. Working Girl's a great movie too. I'm getting no sleep this week. I mean, me neither. Once this trial starts, I'm just like, gosh, I feel like all of our jobs and stuff should just give us time off for this. Okay. Camille is going to have a fantastic career after this trial. Lady Miss, I agree. I agree. Should Margot Robbie take the Pirates of the Caribbean deal? Did she get a what? I thought she was playing Barbie. Huh? What? Hashtag justice for Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I never saw 2 through 5. I think I watched one time. Okay. One of the downsides of this format is you can't see and hear us cracking up. I know, Aaron. I wish I could. That's boomer trivia for Nana. Joan Cusack, Working Girl. Yeah. Oh, Joan Cusack is a legend. Playing Camille. Oh, okay, Sonny. Okay. No, he looks like Walter Matthau's son. I need to complete sentences. Okay. He can be Walter Matthau's son. Got it, everybody. Okay, cool. All right. Is anyone lining up for the trial tonight? I think so. Last night, there were tons of people lined up. So I assume there will be people tonight. Let me see if I had any other things that I wanted to cover with you guys. And you've been so delightful, and I appreciate all of you. I didn't show all the screenshots they did. We had Don Rickles. Don Rickles got brought into this, and Don's like, leave me out of it. And, we saw the pictures and where are the bruises and all that Camille was saying. Let's see. I thought there was a tweet of Emily D. Baker's. Lady Victoria Hervey, excuse my ignorance, I have no idea who that is supporting Johnny Depp on Instagram. She's telling the world how she saw bruises on Amber Heard's ex all the time. According to her Instagram, she wanted to touch on the JD trial. We've all heard the audio, the one in Australia, proving it was her that cut off his finger. She also took a dump on their bed. This is what she says on her Instagram. She punched him, slapped him, cut the tip of his finger off. She says on tape she didn't mean to do it to Jerry Judge. Kicked a door into his head when he was trying to get away, then punched him in the face in the bathroom. She threw pots, pans, vases, a can of mineral spirits, which I thought was LaCroix, but apparently it's paint thinner or something, or remover. Put a cigarette out on his face, spat at him, threw other objects at him, took photos of him when he was passed out with the ice cream melting and the cigarette. And then Camille's like, well, where's the cigarette? She's like, I took it out. It was a better picture if I put the cigarette out. Does this sound like the kind of person you want to feel sorry for? We know she abused her ex, Tasia or Tasia, I don't know what her name is, who would be covered in bruises from her and who got her arrested, but then was most likely paid off. This is according to Lady Victoria Hervey. I didn't say that. I don't know. She also lies about donating all the proceeds of her divorce. Well, we did see that. It didn't happen. Sounds like she would be more at home in a psych ward. I don't think JD has ever pretended to be a saint. Definitely not a saint. And he is admitted to addiction problems, definitely has those, which sort of comes with the territory of being a successful actor, unfortunately. But him having a drug or alcohol problem doesn't mean she should have taken advantage of that. Well, yeah, that's true. I got to Google who this chick is, because if I'm going to read her thing, I need to see. Don't worry, Tilly. My cat's like, you need to be done now. It is Tilly time. You got to work out. Lady Victoria Hervey. I'm just like Googling everybody today because I found this right before I went live, and I'm like, who is? Oh, she's a model. Okay, Lady Victoria Hervey. She is an English model, socialite, aristocrat, and former it girl. She's the daughter of the 6th Marquis of Bristol, half sister of the 7th, and sister of the 8th. All the Marquise, the Marquesses, the Marcus. Yeah. So, okay. All right. All right. And how is she in this? How does she? Oh, no. She's Prince Andrew's ex? Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, good. Okay. Who is Lady Victoria Hervey, Prince Andrew's ex, a British aristocrat with a troubled family history and a former party girl who claims that old Joleen Maxwell used her as bait? Oh, no. This is bad. Having once dated disgraced British royal Prince Andrew in the 90s. Oh, I hope how old was she then? She recently spoke out about Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, and Joleen. Oh, no. Being a double act. Hervey started a modeling career walking for Christian Dior in Paris. Wow. But Meghan Markle is unlikely to offer any acting tips after Hervey's comments about her and Prince Harry. Why are you talking about Meghan Markle? Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm a fan of her, but we'll see. She has been rather outspoken about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. All right. Okay. She's 45. Okay. Apparently she knows about the Amber Heard, and she posted some stuff, her opinion. Okay. She basically said that, and then she said, "That's my opinion." That's what happened. She said, "That's my opinion." I'm sorry if that blew out your eardrums. I don't know if that's too loud. Okay. So yeah, this is a lot. It is a lot. All right. Let's see. Chronic Cat said, my full-time job was looking for work until I got into this trial a couple weeks ago. If only I could add. I know. I feel like we all turned into like investigators and commentators about this trial. It is very interesting. Yeah, she better leave Meghan alone. I'm with you. Just leave Meghan alone. Okay, you can, if you got some facts about, or hearsay about Amber, okay, fine. But you better leave Meghan alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And, okay, so we covered that. Okay, and we covered everything. We covered everything. We did it all, you guys. We made it all happen. It's all happening. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for liking this video. Please comment after it posts. It helps me in the almighty algorithm of YouTube. I will be back for the rest of the week. I won't be going live this late on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, I'll do another late one, but I'll try to keep it earlier, probably like 6 or 7 Pacific time. So still a little late for you East Coasters, but you guys know how I roll. So thank you guys for your support with this. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you had a couple of laughs, and we'll see what happens tomorrow on the continued cross-examination of Amber by Camille. So enjoy yourself, everyone. It's later than you think. Good night.